Hi yogis, welcome back to the Yoga Loft. I'm Dellamay, and today I'm going to do a powerful core flow and a bit of hip and glute work for you. And there are always step ups. So if at any point some of what we're doing doesn't feel like you're right there yet, just know that you can always back off a little bit. And if you keep doing this sequence, you're going to get stronger, and sooner or later, you're going to want to do all of it. But progress is, it takes patience. So don't worry about doing everything perfectly immediately. What I will say is that what we want to really focus on is squaring the hips. So sometimes when we come into tabletop position, which we'll be using a lot, if we come on one leg, this hip might want to pop out to the side. We want to keep the hips square and engaged, right? And the same thing goes with the shoulders. Maybe something happens like this. We want to really find alignment. So keeping things in the core. This is a nice core flow. You might want a blanket in case you have a hardwood floor or some kind of uncomfortable floor, just to protect your knees. And I'll just keep reminding you about squaring the hips and keeping engaged. And sooner or later, it will be natural for you. So we're going to start with a little Surya Churya flow. Surya Churya means sunbird. And this is probably one of the best things you can do for strengthening the hips and the legs and the core. So first, maybe a few cat-cows if you're not warmed up yet. Okay. And inhaling into Nandiyasana. Exhaling Virasana. And then when you're ready, just come into a nice tabletop position. Try not to dump into the back. Try to engage the core. And then if you could squeeze the midline just for a moment with both the arms and the legs. A lot of times people will look right down. Please try to look about a foot, 2 feet in front of your mat. First thing we're going to do is we're going to reach the right arm out, and we're just going to hold it. See if you can balance between the left and the right knee. And then reach that arm around back. Just a few times. Inhale forward, reach it around the back. Inhale forward, and reach it around. And then we'll just switch sides. Left arm shoots out, forward. Don't look down, look ahead. Reach it around the back and shoot it forward. All the way back and forward. Last time. Now, left foot reaches back. Right arm reaches forward. Engage the core. And before you pick the leg up, really, really reach back as far as you can. Don't let the hip turn out. Turn it back down. And don't worry about going very high. We're just going to hold. This is the sunbird position. A little bit longer, get a little longer, and release. Switching sides. Right leg extends, left arm extends. Engage the core, navel to spine. Lengthen to lift. If the leg turns out to the side, roll the knee and the hip back down. And hold 5 breaths. Looking forward. Squeeze the glutes. Last breath, get a little bit longer and release. Great. So we're going to add to it. We're going to add a little contraction, which will be nice and fun. And then we're going to hold that contraction. So right side, inhale, exhale, contract. Inhale. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract, and hold. See if you could touch your knee and your forehead. And lengthen out, smile because it's so much fun. And release and we'll switch sides. Lengthen to contract. Lengthen. Exhale, contract. Last time, and we will hold. Squeeze everything and draw it in. And if that wasn't enough for you, that's okay. We have a little bit more. So we're going to develop what's called the half cross position. And you can always do this with the knee bent, but if you're feeling like you need a little more strength, that leg will extend. Okay? You're saying, I don't want to do this. It will be very, very good. It will feel so good. So first thing we do is right arm, left leg, lift it up and out to the side. Draw it back, contract. Inhale to the side, lengthen, contract. And we're going to hold it. One, two, three, 4, and release. Next side, right leg, left arm, lift up, open up, and back. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and back. Again. And back. Forward and crunch, and we're going to hold. Inhale to the side, 5 breaths. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and in. So that's our Uturia flow. And to add to our little core work here, we're going to remove the blanket and come all the way down onto our backs. If you could please lift your feet to the ceiling. This is step 1. Make sure that the whole low back is flat against the mat. And if at any point it starts to pop up, flatten it back down. Draw the core in. Extend the arms. And then release the heels about a half a foot away. Breathe. If you're saying, this is not enough for me, Dellamay, that's okay, we have more. You could lift your head and chest. And then hug it in. One final variation. Extend the legs. On the foot. The heels come out. We're just going to tap the toes down towards the mat and lift up using the strength of the abdominal wall. Exhale to extend the legs. Inhale to drop down. 2 more. And release. So this is a little core flow that you can do. I recommend doing it every day. If you have dreams of doing handstands, this is the practice to do. All that work, all that developing of a really strong core, you'll be amazed how quickly you can invert yourself and it feels so easy. Namaste.